Good clapping. Good clapping, young man.
Thank you. So, what news? What news?
You're a year older.
Oh, I am. I am a year older, a full year older since the last time we spoke. A whole year has passed.
It's pretty good. Good going. Well, congratulations.
Thanks.
Did you have
Thank you.
Did you have a nice birthday? Well, I always forget that we're both August children, as they say. I mean, we're definitely children.
We are someone's children. Different ends of August. I'm the beginning, you're the end.
Yes, the pointy end.
And I'm the soft end?
I don't know what the opposite of pointy.
I don't know, yeah. Is it
Blunt.
the round end?
The blunt end.
I'm the blunt end of August, you're the pointy end of August.
I think that's what a lot of our fans have been calling us, blunt and pointy.
I mean, it's probably not massively inaccurate.
Do you think we should get an OnlyFans account?
You mean like the people who are studying the marmosets?
Yes, exactly. You might have to explain what that is.
There was about a week and a half ago, Simon sent me a text message saying America is ruined. And there was a click on a link to a story about a group of scientists who was... I'm so sorry. Who was studying marmosets, and they
studying what?
I said marmosets.
And what are they?
Animals.
They're some kind of funny little creature, aren't they?
Yeah, they kind of like they've got a hair.
What are they?
Oh, just Google it.
Yeah,
it'll be fine.
marmosets.
And
their funding's
I'm
been
laughing.
stripped. Their funding,
Yeah.
absolutely, because all science has been gutted in America.
And I just want to be really clear, I am laughing not because they've had their funding cut. I'm laughing because of what they decided to do, which is a stroke of genius. They launched, because the OnlyFans platform is famous for hosting adult content. However, that's not all it does. It is an opportunity for fans of a thing to support that thing through subscription services, and in return, they receive video content. And so they've
marmosets.
they've launched an Only Moms an Only Moms. Sorry, I'm giggling too much. They've launched an Only Moms site, which allows people to get all the marmoset content that they want for a fee, and that's what they're using instead of funding.
And because you never know. The thing about human sexuality is you never know what floats people's boats, do you? I mean, that's the thing. That's the beauty and terror of it.
Well, exactly. But I would say they were, and I want to be clear, I'm not yucking anyone's yum, except I kind of am in this context. I don't think I can be bestiality friendly because of consent.
Because of consent.
Because of consent. Which reminds me, we've gone down a very odd path.
Yes, there's no deep throating goats here, is there?
Oh my God, there was a thing the other day. What was that? It was one of those stories that comes across your Instagram Instagram feed, and it was about bonobo monkeys.
Right.
Now, I remember bonobo monkeys being the most critiqued and reviled of the primate kingdom because of their open and free approach to sexual contact. They are famed for incestuous relationships.
I thought this was dolphins. I thought dolphins have a bit of a bad reputation as well.
Yeah,
rapists
dolphins.
of the sea.
You need to trigger warning before you use that word.
Do I?
That's the thing that's been happening. That's another thing that happens on the internet. People don't use the R word anymore. This is going to make you... This is going to probably make you cross. People have started to... And I think it's partly because of the algorithm of TikTok, and there are certain words that are not allowed. So like shooting, you're not allowed to say shoot, so people say pew-pew. Doesn't at all diminish what's happening.
It actually trivializes it. It makes it like
Not at all.
children.
Not at all. Yeah.
Pew, 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 pew.
There was a pew-pew at my school. There was a pew-pewing at my school. And that's what people are saying. It's kind of crazy. The other is that people use the word grape to describe... Yeah. I know. It's so, but the bonobos.
Hang on, how do we end up here? We're only 3 minutes in.
Well, this is the bonobos and marmosets and OnlyFans, but the bonobos have been, reviled for a long time for their sexual, quote-unquote, inappropriate sexual conduct.
Un-Victorian.
Exactly, because I would like to point out they're a group of animals who have a set of behaviours that are wholly appropriate to them. However, recently, because of the way that the men, or the males, I should say, they're not men, men are humans, males, the males of the species manage disputes.
Oh.
There was a video of two young male bonobos squaring up to have a fight, and an older male bonobo just walks up, just like gently rubs both their faces and gives them a big cuddle, and then they all just spend 5 minutes cuddling each other. It's like, yeah, this is what we need more of in the world. I was like, and then lots of comments and things saying,
I'd love to know the inside of your algorithm. Like, it's probably looking at one part of the algorithm is looking at the other part of the algorithm going, what the fuck are you doing here? And the other one's going, I don't know, but what the fuck are you doing here?
To be clear, every second video at the moment is a kettlebell workout.
Kettlebell workout.
Yeah, because I've decided not to have a personality anymore. I'm just going to do kettlebells and creatine.
I've, in only 7 minutes, if you want to dance and get fit, I've got this one, in only 7 minutes. It's all this kind of AI-generated slop of these women, and it's all for women trying to lose weight in only 7 minutes of dancing every day. And it's the most catchy tune, and I can't push the skip button because I am fascinated by it. In only 7 minutes... I'm even doing the moves now, Lee Miller.
Yeah, I'm not, but I've definitely ruined my own algorithm because I am saving most of these kettlebell exercises because I like to watch them. Oh, by the way, I like to do them at the same time.
You do?
Okay. I'm not just watching kettlebell exercises for giggles.
I've got so many things to talk about, and it's just not.
Okay,
we're not
just
gonna,
start.
No. We're not going to have room.
We
in
are.
this.
We're not.
It's capital C content for weeks and weeks and weeks.
Okay,
and I don't even know where to begin. But go on.
I want to draw a line underneath this nonsense. Yeah, and this is where the intro music is coming in.
This is a podcast in which two friends talk about the pleasures, absurdities, and imperfections of being human. I'm Simon Ellis.
And I'm Lee Miller. Welcome to Midlifing.
So do you want to go light or do you want to go serious?
Serious, because I think we've already covered the featherweight.
Okay, here's my bantamweight. Here's my bantamweight effort.
Bantam is a chicken.
It is. We had a pet bantam when I was growing up.
So did we.
Her name was Phantom the Bantam.
Mine was called Priscilla.
Priscilla's a great name for a bantam.
Yeah.
I don't know the difference between a bantam and a chicken, frankly.
Me either, but she was named for Gonzo's chicken.
Oh, love it.
Anyway.
So this is serious, right? So it's slightly AI related because it's pretty hard to escape. But I had I want your advice, Lee Miller. This is often what happens in our I'm going to call it show. That something happens to me and I go, oh, I want to know what I should do. I'll ask Lee Miller, and then I'll do the opposite. And that's not true. And I had an email beginning of the week from someone expressing an interest in doing a PhD, and I think that's okay to say that. And I responded saying, don't really have capacity at the moment. In fact, I haven't had capacity for years. And but I think there's some things you could think about, etc. Got back an email very quickly. Fully AI. And how do I know that?
How do you know that?
How do I know that?
It didn't say here is a quick and easy response to your at the beginning of the message, did it?
I wish it had. I mean, it may as well have, because it was just full of those AI-isms which are on the surface, they seem to be saying something, but when you stop as an expert and go, there's just nothing going on here, and also generated so quickly, and also the inclusion of particular phrases which maybe I can read them to you, it doesn't really matter, but let's say I'm 98% certain that this person has gone to the trouble of putting my email into an algorithm and saying generate a response. And of course, I use AI all the time. I'm curious about it. I'm, as you know, deeply ambivalent about it as well. But it's in many respects, it's incredibly useful for many aspects of my job. But I just read something recently to say, don't use AI until you're over 40, which cracked me up because, in a way it's kind of saying, get some skills before you kind of know how to wield this thing.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
It's partly also because when I'm using it, I'm also using it as an expert, not as an AI user, but as an expert in my field to be able to go, no, that's not right. It needs to be more right. And so this person's not. This person's done a master's, looking to a PhD. They're anything but an expert. They've got some years under their belt. And here they are. Their first/second interaction with me is churning that out. And I wonder what you think about that. And because, of course, this person's not going to be the only one. It's going to be happening all the time, everywhere. And I feel discouraged. And I would be happy if they said, by the way, this was generated by AI. I think I'd be kind of happy about that. But the fantasy or the illusion that is attempting to be perpetrated and perpetuated. Yeah.
Okay. So, like you, I am AI curious and AI adjacent, or adjacent. That was dreadful. I apologise.
You can cut it out. Save face.
No. And also, like you, I'm using it. I don't use it to generate, as in start something from scratch. I usually use it as an iterative tool. So there will be, I will be multiple drafts in, and particularly if I'm doing something which has the potential for repetition, as in not a piece of writing which is my own argumentation, which if there's repetition in my writing, usually it's deliberate, in the sense that there's kind of I know how I write, and I write with a particular kind of rhythm and flow, and it's sort of...
Yeah, I'm familiar with it.
Yeah, the sort of certain things, I guess there's definitely a Lee and Bob isms in the way that we write, and sentences sort of echo one another.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy with repetition in my academic critical writing because, it's the flow, or the lack of flow, or the interruption, whatever. It's style. What I'm more bothered about is when I'm putting in like a large funding bid, or I'm working on something which is regulatory, or, one of those things where you have lots of similar ideas. And what I like to make sure is that I'm not repeating unnecessarily or introducing redundancy.
Yeah, especially for what is often going to be a bureaucratic document read by others, which, the leaner they can be, the better.
So I think, from my perspective, it like the wiggly green line in Word, which I think is blue now. I don't think it's a wiggly green line.
I think it's red.
It's blue. Oh, that depends if it's spelling. Spelling is still red, but grammar used to be green and now it's gone blue.
Oh, I think I don't even have the grammar part turned on Word.
Oh, okay. I do have the grammar button turned on so that I can ignore it.
I wonder at this point in the conversation if our listeners are thinking, go back to the bonobos, you bozos.
Bonobos, you bozos. I think it's interesting about the idea of using it to respond to an email. Because
remember someone who's basically, they're pitching and also wanting to work with me over 4 years, right?
Yeah. To take an email, push it through a large language model, take the output and uncritically send it back. I feel a bit wobbly about that.
Yeah. Here's one. One of the points you raised that has particularly stayed with me. As I continue reading, I find myself asking the same question. Where is the gap? And what genuinely new contribution can I make? That question has become the driving force behind my literature review.
Yeah. I mean, there's some very sensible and useful observations potentially in there. Because, oh, wow, that's a really good question. And I think I need to spend a bit more time with that. And I know that there's a gap. And I do definitely want to try and do my due diligence and do more work to find what the reading I should be doing is. But I'm not there yet. That's a more human response.
Yeah, but also, yeah, exactly. I mean, because my response was basically, you know what, the more you read in this field, because he's making basically a little leap from one area to another, and the more you know in this field you're entering into, the better this will be. Yeah. Because, well, it's obvious.
So
right?
I suppose my question, it doesn't read, well, first of all, it doesn't read like a person. It reads like...
well, it reads like AI because I've generated enough of the stuff myself and I know what it sounds like.
Yeah. I think there are words that I've started to become aware of. And this is not in my use of AI, this is in my consumption of AI. So as you know, I am a very bad person who likes these AI slop stories that are on YouTube. And they're always about inheritance or divorce or
that's right.
abandoned children.
You're a strange fish, aren't you?
I am a very strange fish. The word specifically and the word particular comes up like once you hear it, you can't unhear it. And once you've heard it, I think then you see it. And I am now way more than an M dash, because I've put M dashes back in a lot of my writing. I've said this before because I used to use them and then I felt guilty because people will think I'm AI, but I just quite like them as a grammatic tool. When I see the word specifically or particular in writing, I'm like, oh, this doesn't feel authentic anymore. This feels like it's a large language model, and I think there was a particular,
like it's reaching for specificity that it can't provide.
Yeah, and I think there was a particular in the word in the text that you read to us. I think there was something like that, and which caught my ear. Maybe it wasn't particular, but there was a...
Yes, one of the points you raised that has particularly stayed with me. Because you could just say that has stayed with me, right?
Exactly. I mean, it's those... Exactly. It's like specific and particular. There's these qualifying words that you wouldn't, as a rule, reach for as a native English speaker.
Yeah. Yeah. However, I'm becoming increasingly. I mean, again, nothing. It's anyway. I don't know what to do because this person doesn't know it, but they've got off on a very bad foot with me, really bad, and because they're learning. I don't mean about AI, but they're at the beginning of something, and it is that thing. That is that thing, which is right. If you're going to the gym, you have to do the weights yourself. You can't get your AI to do the weights for you.
No.
Right. And this is effectively the intellectual equivalent of going to the gym. You cannot get the AI to do it for you because you will not learn what the work is.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So here's a question for you. Given that you're already oversubscribed and you're already at capacity, you're not likely to be taking on a new student. Do you feel, and I ask this because I think you've talked about the importance of community and the importance of giving back to your community. Do you feel you have a responsibility to feed back to this applicant and say, look, I don't have enough bandwidth, but I'm going to just tell you something that lands in a particular way for me that you might want to take forward? Or do you go, somebody else's problem?
So my thought was, thanks for your email, I suggest you, given your stage of your career, why don't you ask your AI if it's good practice or a good idea to use AI to generate emails? So I could go the sarcastic route, which I'm not going to do. I mean, it's tempting because, come on. But no, I definitely don't want to just... I mean, the person already knows I'm at capacity, so I can't take them on. Which again, the reason why this response is the way it is also is a little bit cotton-eared. Is that the way? Is that yeah. So no, I will say, look, I think you've got to be really careful here because people won't like it, and also this is work for you to do, not for an AI. And so yeah, I will feedback. I think if I just palm it off, then it doesn't. I mean, I don't. It might be that the person just goes, I'll just try it on someone else, which of course, and we're getting a lot of that stuff. I mean, we're getting a lot of people, who are clearly writing proposals that are AI generated. I mean, clearly they're AI generated. They're so vanilla, and they'll be sending them everywhere. So it reminds me of my ambivalence, and also about it, but also, would I have been different as a 26-year-old or 28-year-old or 23, whatever, and there's just something about the...
But how can you even begin to ask that question of yourself?
No, I just
know that you were doing your undergraduate probably with a pen and paper.
I mean, we had mainframe computers as an undergraduate, so I mean, boy, they were reliable. Yeah. Anyway, that's it is slightly. It worries me a little bit. It does worry me that. Also that felt the need, like
to respond.
Well, the need to respond in that way. Like, I wasn't asking for detail. I was just saying, I think this would be a good first step for you. But I get it. We're all wanting something.
Yeah.
But what is it that person's wanting? To get into a program or to learn? I don't know. I mean, don't want to scapegoat this person because, it's just an example, and it's not, like I say, I'm participating in a particular economy in a particular way. Which includes using large language models. So,
yeah, we're far from innocent.
Yeah, it's so complex.
Yeah, because I suppose what we're talking about here as well, if we wanted to take a step back and try not to be judgmental, too late.
I'm really. I mean, yeah, I feel that, but also feel sad as well. It's more like empathy in a way. I feel I get the desire. But the execution?
Yeah. But I wonder if we're talking about taste formation. I think I wonder if what we're talking about here is that the material that is generated is not to our taste.
Well, I don't know. For me, it's more, I want to know what they're thinking. I want to know what they don't know. I want to know where it's really with the thing they really struggle with. The thing that really fills them with kind of energy and drive to find out. Like, this is not that.
Yeah. Okay, now I feel like I'm deliberately playing devil's avocado, and that's not my intention. But we also know that the machinic complex of universities are asking for what's the research gap, what are your research questions, what's your methodology, how are you going to get this done within a 4-year period? And so there's a sense of it's been routinized in such a way that perhaps the idea of getting lost and finding the joy of discovery is something that happens.
Disappeared.
Well, I was going to say, if it happens in the project. It doesn't happen in the bit before.
Getting in the door.
This is the interview where you show your best self, and this is, and I know, and that's what I mean about taste formation. This isn't the best self as far as you're concerned, but somebody else might be going, there's clarity, there's concision, I understand what's being said here, yes, I can follow that through. There's no hemming and hawing, there's no, they're not getting lost in
Yeah. Or what my expectations of someone at that level or at that stage would be, is where's the drama for them? And I mean that in the sense of, where's the thing that really sticks and that sticks in their throat in a way where they go, I'm driven by, I really want to find out more about this thing. Which is different from gap finding, because you can't find gaps unless you've read the bloody literature, for God's sake. Oh, by the way, just to finish, I fell off my bike. I came off my bike on Thursday. Went over the front.
Oh, no.
Went over the front of the handlebars in, I think,
So
was a mortal blow to my pride. No one saw it. I think I looked around to check, but boy, did I hurt my wrist.
I bet you did, you poor sausage.
spent-
How are your shoulders?
All good, but my wrist is. I
Okay.
spent 3 hours in A&E yesterday in minor injuries clinic unit or whatever it is at the hospital here, and just a big shout out to the team there. Wow, a lot of people, and they were efficient and caring and super impressive, given the conditions aren't easy for sure.
I know. This is the bit that the Daily Mail don't tell
They
us.
were so professional.
Just how, the stuff that they are dealing with, the people that are coming through the door, the volume of people, and the people from such a range of backgrounds with such a range of different expectations and needs, and their ability to manage
So humane.
in a way that is, I know.
Yeah.
Shout out to the NHS.
Woohoo! See ya.